Forward 46 Soneon, May 23, 2026, the United States government released 161 previously classified documents related to unidentified anomalous phenomena. These were not vague reports. These were official military intelligence files. They contained photographs. They contained radar data. They contained testimony from credentialed witnesses with security clearances.
We are doing everything in our power to maintain stability in the region.
The government still refuses to answer directly. What exactly are we looking at? The release came through the Freedom of Information Act after years of requests from researchers, journalists, and members of Congress. The documents were declassified by the Department of Defense and made available through official government channels on May 23, 2026. This was not leaked material. This was official. This was verified. This was, by any measure, the largest batch of government-held UAP documentation ever released to the public in modern history. Luis Elizondo, the former director of the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, confirmed the authenticity of the release in statements to multiple news outlets.
Today is crucial.
Senator Marco Rubio, who sits on the Senate Intelligence Committee, stated in interviews that the documents represented a fraction of what the government actually holds on the subject. The full scope of classified files remains restricted. What makes the 161 documents particularly significant is not what they contain, but what the official government analysis concludes about what they contain. In a summary document released alongside the files, the Director of National Intelligence stated that approximately 85% of the reported incidents documented in the released files remain unexplained after official analysis. These are not incidents that were explained and then reclassified for security reasons. These are incidents that the government investigated using available technology and methodology and could not produce a satisfactory explanation for. The documents include a case from 2023 involving multiple military pilots in the Pacific who reported an object that demonstrated flight characteristics that would require technological capabilities that do not exist in any known human aircraft. The case was investigated by official channels. No explanation was offered. Another document describes a 2024 incident involving radar operators at a facility in the continental United States who detected an object that appeared and disappeared from radar systems in patterns that suggested either technology that could defeat contemporary radar systems or sensor malfunction, though the sensor malfunction hypothesis was deemed less likely by the investigating officers based on the nature of the detection patterns. The historical context of these documents is crucial to understanding their significance. In 2021, the Director of National Intelligence issued the first official government report on UAP incidents to Congress. That report stated that the government had documented 144 cases of UAP incidents reported by military personnel between 2004 and 2015. The government could not explain 80% of those cases. In 2022, a follow-up report stated that the number of documented incidents had increased to 800, and the percentage of unexplained cases remained consistent. The newly released documents represent an expansion of this pattern. The government continues to document incidents. The government continues to investigate them. The government continues to be unable to provide conventional explanations for a significant majority of them. This pattern is not new. What is new is the public release of the actual documentation rather than just official summaries of those documents. One of the most significant revelations in the released documents concerns the methodology by which the government investigates these incidents. A memo from 2024 by Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, who heads the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, describes the establishment of standardized protocols for investigating UAP reports. The protocols require multiple independent witnesses, corroborating sensor data and documented chain of custody for all evidence. Kirkpatrick's memo states explicitly that the government is treating UAP investigation with the same rigor applied to other national security
This confirms
threats.
the troop movements.
This represents a fundamental shift from
with
previous
the aerial
decades when
We need to
UAP
verify the source
reports were often
immediately.
dismissed or relegated to peripheral investigative status. The government has established a dedicated office with permanent funding. The government has hired specialists with expertise in aerospace engineering, signal analysis, and cryptography. The government has created documentation systems specifically designed to ensure that these cases are not lost to time.
At this time,
or
we can
bureaucratic
confirm that the
negligence.
incident is under active
The documents
investigation.
also reveal
We will
something
ensure
that
full
contradicts the
transparency
popular
once the full
narrative
scope
about
of the
government
situation is
secrecy
clear.
on this subject. In several cases, the investigating officers explicitly state in their reports that they cannot determine whether
The
an
object
observed
traversed the star
phenomenon
field at a
represents a
consistent velocity
genuine
before
unknown
executing a
or whether it
geometrically
represents a
impossible,
misidentification
instantaneous
of
reversal.
known objects, sensor artifacts, or environmental phenomena. This honest acknowledgement of uncertainty is striking. The government is not claiming to have evidence of extraterrestrial visitors. The government is not claiming to have evidence of any specific explanation. The government is stating publicly in official documentation that it has observed phenomena that it cannot currently explain. This is a statement of genuine scientific uncertainty, not a cover-up or a conspiracy. The burden of proof is on those who would claim a definitive explanation, whether that explanation is terrestrial
trajectory patterns
or
suggest a propulsion
extraterrestrial.
method currently
One particular
unknown to us.
document has generated
The data points
significant
clearly
discussion
indicate
among
nonlinear
researchers and analysts. A report from 2024 describes a case in which military personnel observed an object that appeared to decelerate from supersonic speeds to subsonic speeds in a manner that would create gravitational forces that would be lethal to any biological organism inside the observed object. Assuming the object contained occupants experiencing those forces, the document does not speculate about what this means. It simply documents that this observation occurred, that it was verified by multiple sensors, and that no known technology operates in this manner. The implications are left to the reader. Either the object was unmanned, or the occupants experienced gravitational forces that would be fatal to
Look at
any
the spike right
biological
here.
form we know,
It correlates
or the
exactly with the
sensors
incident
registered
report
something
timeline.
that is not yet
And the control
understood
group
by the
shows no
investigators.
deviation.
The impact of these documents on the scientific and intelligence community has been immediate. Multiple universities have announced new research initiatives focused on understanding anomalous aerial phenomena. The National Academies of Sciences, Engineering
The
and Medicine
unprecedented
has
nature
created
of
a
this data set
standing
cannot
committee
be overstated.
dedicated to
If you look at
evaluating
this
UAP
correlation,
research and
it changes
methodology.
everything.
Dr. Avi Loeb at Harvard University has stated in recent interviews that the released documents provide the first large-scale public data set that allows academic researchers to analyze patterns in government-documented incidents in ways that were previously
atmospheric data
impossible.
correlates
This has
precisely with the
transformed
radar
UAP
anomalies,
research
and the
from a
spectral
field
analysis
dominated
confirms the
by
non-terrestrial
non-academic
isotope
researchers
ratios.
to a field that is now attracting the attention and resources of major institutional science institutions. But the
This
documents
sector
also
remains an
reveal the
unresolved
constraints
issue.
on government
Until we
investigation.
address this capability
Multiple
gap,
reports
the
note
entire
that the
system is
government
compromised.
lacks the technological capability to observe certain phenomena that military personnel have reported. Radar systems were designed to detect certain types of objects at certain altitudes with certain speeds. Objects that behave differently require
The
different
institution
technology
failed
to
in its
observe.
duty to protect
the government
the public.
is essentially admitting
We
that
accept
there are
full
gaps in
responsibility
its
for the
observation
oversight.
capability. It is admitting that phenomena might be occurring that it is unable to observe effectively with current technology.
The
This
data
is not
stops
a
here.
conspiracy.
This
This
blank
is a
space
technical
indicates the
limitation.
phenomena
And it
operating
raises the
completely
question
outside our
of
current
what
detection
phenomena might be
parameters.
occurring right now in this moment that the government is unable to observe because it simply does not have the tools. The question that remains after examining these documents is not whether something unknown is occurring. The government has verified through multiple investigative channels that something is occurring that it cannot currently explain. The question is what that something actually is.
The challenge we face is that the existing paradigms in physics simply do not offer the conceptual tools required for what we are witnessing here.
Has not yet fully developed theoretical frameworks for. Is it technology that exceeds current human capability, created by humans but kept secret? Is it technology created by non-human intelligence? The documents do not answer this question. The government does not answer this question. And the reason the government does not answer this question is not because it is hiding an answer. It is because the documents themselves demonstrate that the government does not have a definitive answer. The government has questions, the government has data, the government has analysis, but it does not have certainty. If you have ever wondered whether the government is hiding information about unidentified phenomena, these released documents prove that the government is willing to release information when it can. The question you should now ask yourself is not whether the government has secret files. The question is whether the government has answers, or whether the government, like the rest of the scientific community, is simply facing genuine mysteries that it cannot yet solve. Like this video, if you believe the government should be transparent about what it does and does not understand about these phenomena, subscribe to this channel if you want to see the next batch of documents when they are released. And click now to watch the analysis of what military pilots actually testified to in official government proceedings about the incidents that convinced them that something genuinely unknown exists.